Normally they clap when we finished.
What if they do?
No, they don't.
They do?
No.
Do you think people, like, as soon as we finish the show,
Oh, it was amazing.
at home, clap the TV?
No. Do you think they do?
Oh. One or two do. Maybe one or two
there's
do.
a thing that always
Great
makes
show. I mean, you should clap at any show, shouldn't you? If you think it's a good performance, there should be a little clap.
So what always makes me laugh is I get people, say if you see someone and they say, oh, like they recognise you, ever come over and chat to you.
Well,
it can even be, but it can even be friends who and their partner watches the show, like, or watches any of the YouTube, and they say stuff like, oh, I've never met you before, but your voice annoys me every Sunday morning, or something like that. I've had that 3 or 4 times, or I've heard your voice more times in my outlet, and I'm like, oh, right, cool, thanks.
I've only ever heard that from, let's say, because, let's be honest, 97% of our audience are male.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's 97.3 if you want exact numbers, but I'm rounding.
You're rounding, okay.
But, so that 3% of women are watching, and I think, they do comment, which is fantastic, but a lot of the time when the blokes are watching, their wives or partners in the background are listening to what's going on. So they might be sat in bed with a cup of coffee, which is the idea of Sunday morning show, isn't it? 7 o'clock, get your coffee out. And they're sat in bed listening or watching the footage, and all the wife and partner is saying in the background is, God, just hear that voice every week. Does my head in.
To be fair, we're not really eye candy anymore either, are we? Let's be honest. You don't need to see it. It's probably better just to listen than actually see us nowadays.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Great face for radio, I'd say. Good for a podcast.
That never worked either, did it?
No. However, right, moving on.
Right.
Do you want to get round?
You're stuck there, boys.
I was thinking.
Joe's behind the camera, just checking on the audio. Here he comes.
Here he comes.
Oh no, he's underneath. Oh, there you go. I think you might have got him on one of the cameras.
So last week I had a big old whinge about my phone.
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse just arrived.
Yeah.
Love that. I absolutely love that. It's the best thing about working in this office is that train coming through 4 times a day.
Like, so obviously I do a lot of filming round here as well, and I don't even notice it when I'm doing it until afterwards. I've edited a video and think, oh, the train went past 3 times in this video.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
But anyway, so I decided to upgrade my phone for those people out there that knew that I was having a few issues. One thing I didn't realise, right? Do you remember when I got those phones?
Yeah.
So obviously you had one and I had one.
Yeah.
I thought I bought iPhone 14s.
What did you actually buy?
They're 13s. So either I've been stitched up by the Apple Store and I've bought an iPhone 14 and they've given me an iPhone 13. Or because the case never fit the phone.
No.
And the case I bought was an iPhone 14 case, and I put it on an iPhone 13, so that's why it didn't fit.
I'll be brutally honest with you. I don't even know what phone I've got now, or what number it is. Or I know it's not the Pro version, because the Pro version is bigger, isn't it? But I don't know what phone I've got. I don't know if I've got a 14, 13, or 15.
Pro version has always got the 3 cameras on the back.
They all have got 3 cameras on the back. Mine's got 3 cameras on the back.
Yeah, yours is the Pro then.
Not as big as that though. That's big. My phone's smaller than that.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
no,
it is.
Get your phone out. Where's your phone?
It's over there.
Go and get your phone.
It's way smaller than yours.
Yeah, it looks it because you haven't got the case on. But look, dimension-wise, is there any difference there?
No, actually not.
No.
This looks massive with that
No,
case. But that case is good because it does stop.
You do have the best photo though.
But
on there.
That case is good because it does stop your phone getting broken and the screen cracking and stuff, doesn't it?
Well, so I've gone for the iPhone 17, everybody. I've gone for the iPhone 17 Pro. I did have the 1 terabyte in the old one. Yeah. Never used any of that. No. So I've got the downgraded to the 500.
Save yourself some money.
Save myself a couple of quid, which is always useful, isn't it? Put that into something else. Anyway, I've had it for less than a week, 5 days, okay? And I was doing a bit of paperwork at home, had my phone on my lap, just like so, typing away, slips off the side of my thing, and we have our first crack.
Oh. It's always disappointing, isn't it?
It landed, I mean, granted it's a wooden floor, or one of those fake wooden floors, but it landed on the corner, flicked it out of the case it was in. I've got a screen protector, and it's given it a good old crack straight down the thing. So
is there a screen protector on there now?
Yeah, I've gone for the blue light one.
Oh yeah.
Do you know the blue light one? Have you got that?
No, I've taken mine off now because the phone is on its last legs.
I can see that. When you decide to upgrade your screen protector, obviously get one that protects it, but but get the blue light one.
Yeah.
Because it's the idea is to stop the rays at night. I gotta say, like I'm a bit of a binge watcher just before I go to bed.
See, I don't really. I sort of more or less from about 7, I'm done. I watch films.
I used to wear the old blue lens glasses.
Did you?
Yeah.
No, you didn't. Did you actually?
Because it was making me. I couldn't sleep.
Laura is one lucky woman, isn't she?
It was her idea of me getting them. Like you said, Burns, we're not the lookers anymore, are we?
No, we're not. Certainly not.
Anyway, that's my suggestion to you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so good that everybody knows that I've upgraded my phone, which is now broken. Lovely. Got something you got something you want to bring to the table?
Oh, just want to mention a fellow YouTuber, slightly more successful than both of us. Had a bit of success playing on the Asian tour.
Peter Finch.
Peter Finch, yeah.
Well, Asian Development Tour. Really.
Okay.
So, which is like, it's a bit like DP World Tour.
Yeah.
But then you've got the Hotel Planner Tour, what they call it now, which is, in my mind, Challenge Tour.
Yeah.
So, the Asian Tour have a Development Tour, which is the build-up into playing Asian Tour.
Okay.
Because you've got to remember, like, Asian Tour, even though it used to go, in the old days, it used to go PJ Tour, European Tour, Asian Tour, stroke, Sunshine Tour in South Africa.
Yeah. Would you say that that's equivalent to playing like standard-wise Europro, the old Europro maybe?
Don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. But obviously Europro was then the third ranked tour for those that were trying to get onto the Challenge Tour, to then work their way up to the DP World Tour. But yeah, made the cut.
Yeah, brilliant.
So I think he shot 1 over, and obviously when this goes out, we'll know the end result of where he's got to. It's in the Egyptian Open, is what he's playing in, which is cool anyway.
Yeah, to play in a national Open is pretty special, isn't it, to be fair. And there'll be a lot of good golfers out there playing. I did see a bit of the, what was the Challenger Tour last night on Sky. They were showing, I think, is it the Tour Championships or something's going on?
Mallorca.
Yeah, so I saw a bit of that last night and I saw a bit of the ladies stuff. But I haven't seen any of this Asian Tour stuff or Development Tour, but he's filmed it apparently as well. So there will be videos, I guess, build up to it, not any notifications. I do follow him. So I've had no notifications yet of any of those videos, but I presume he'll have all the tournament rounds and they've allowed him to film it, I guess.
I think they're quite smart in their move, really, because you got to think, right? So Bernie and I went to, remember we were went up to the International Series Pro-Am at Fox Hills.
Yeah.
And they allowed, basically, so a guy called Chris Beaumont, who used to work for Titleist when we were first getting in with the YouTube stuff, and he was the marketing manager for Titleist, and we had a really good relationship with Chris. He then moved on, and now he's working for the International Series. And he invited us up, didn't he, to do some filming and play in the event. And
you played in the event and I filmed you, didn't you?
Yeah, that's right, with Jason Kokrak.
Yeah, what a bloke.
Lovely guy, wasn't he?
Yeah.
His caddy was good lad as well, wasn't he? Anyway, so what the International Series have then done subsequently from that is they've invited a number of different players to go and play in their events. So the Bryan Bros played in the International Series, I think, in Hong Kong, maybe? Yeah. Can't remember exactly where it was, but they went and played in that. So they're kind of using, and I think there's been some other guys that do content that use them to try and help promote themselves, which I think is a really good thing to do. Why he's gone in, I don't understand why
he's gone to
Egypt in the tour below. Maybe because he doesn't have any ranking, like maybe Wesley does.
Yeah, maybe.
Does, so he can get into the International Series. So maybe he had to go and do something in that before they then invite him out to play in. I think that Luke Kwan. Yeah. He got picked to go and play in one as well. So it's good great though, that they're doing it. Because
we're now talking about it. So, however many people are watching this, and then there'll be other people who are commenting on it on social media, Instagram, X, Facebook, whatever. So it's pushing more people to watch the event. Particularly if he's made the cut, there'll be people that will probably be tuning in to that tournament if it's available. I guess it'll be on Sky at some stage to watch it. Which I would watch it.
Did you even know there was a development tour for the Asian tour?
I'll be brutally honest. I knew about the International Series being the sort of division below the live and sort of on that sort of area. I know about the Asian tour and DP World Tour, but I didn't know there was an Asian development tour.
Yeah.
I didn't have a clue, did you?
Well, no, I didn't. I'm not surprised there isn't one. I'm surprised there's not one. But at the end of the day, people like Pete Finch, people like the Bryan brothers, you know, people like Dan and Bernie, you know, on a small scale.
We're needle movers.
But we push. You know, if for example, if you or I were going to play in one of those events, the audience that watch this show, let's say, so 10,000 people on the majority of the time are going to watch this show. They're going to follow what we do. They're going to follow that and support what we're doing. So with Pete, you know, he's got 600 or nearly 1 million subscribers now. I suppose he gets 300,000 or 400,000 that watch on a weekly basis with him, I should think. So they're going to get that traction, and people are going to follow his journey, which I think is great. What has been great? I mean, we know Pete.
Yeah.
And what's been great is he's
put the effort in, hasn't he?
Well, he's got his team to a point where he can go and practice, go for his coaching, you know, focus on his game when he's filming. So he's got his team that which enables him to be able to, a bit like Rick really, you know, they can turn up, film what they need to film and go away. So Pete can turn up, film what he needs to film, and then he can go and practice or do what he needs to do with it. So I take my hat off to him really.
You think, like, if I'm just using myself as an example, and I'm not comparing myself to any of them, but I probably film half a day a week, and the editing takes me, you know, 2.5 days, 3 days.
Yeah, but it
takes so much longer, doesn't it?
For example, right? So if you get yourself into a position where, let's say, because ultimately Pete is what we in the industry you'd call Pete. He's the talent, okay? Yeah. So what would happen is they would probably have a Monday morning meeting. So let's say you're the talent, which we know you are. Okay, we all know that.
Thanks.
So let's say I'd call you and we'd have a Monday morning meeting.
Yeah.
We'd sit down and we'd say, right, these are the plans of action for this week. Bernie, I need you to turn up on Tuesday. We're going to film this, this, and this. All right. You would turn up, and then those people who are in your team who are filming you with probably 2 or 3 people filming you, they would help produce the video with you. Yeah. And give you leads on what to say and how to say it and this, that, and the other, and then you just put your own spin on it. Yeah. And that's how it would work.
And they go off and edit it.
And then you're done. The talent bit is done. You'd go off and do some social posting or hit some balls or go and do some repairs, whatever it is you like doing, and then you would then leave everything else to us to deal with. And then it would be posted, it would be...
But I mean, it's still, no matter what level of golf he's playing at, it's still a great achievement for him to get himself into a position to make a cut on a proper tour event, isn't it? Cool. Like, it's really good. I mean, I would have thought that, I don't know if they have any... They must be trying to get into that world a little bit more, that tour, which is great to see. Yeah. But maybe even like run a co-sanctioned event in the UK, and if you had 4 or 5 of those people on the same level as Pete Finch, you know, maybe I obviously wouldn't better get Rick involved now because of his links with Liv and stuff, but your Pete Finches, you know, your guys of that ilk, and you got them in a particular tournament in, you know, the Asian Tour brought an event over. I mean, you could sell it out, couldn't you? Just, do you know what I mean?
Rick could do the Asian Tour because Liv is associated with the Asian Tour.
But he doesn't. He don't need all that, does he? Plus, he probably wouldn't put himself under that pressure, I guess.
No, but
with his golf, his golf's not at the same level as Pete's, is it? Let's be honest.
Well, no.
Oh, actually, he'd probably admit that. But I mean, if you had 7 or 8 of those people in the event in England, and you played at Fox Hills, you played at wherever, a tournament which could host numerous people, you could suddenly have quite a big, lucrative event, couldn't you, with a lot of spectators, which drives money towards that tour, which then helps elevate that tour even further, doesn't it?
And you think about it, right? And I'm sure this is on Pete's radar. He'll probably watch this and comment down below. But it's probably on his radar where he would like to probably get into the PGA Cup. I would think that that's something that he would like to achieve. Right. If you watch like his progression over the last sort of couple of years, 3 years, he's been trying to get himself into.
He's been playing in the events to qualify, hasn't he?
Qualify
or a few of them, yeah.
Which is great. And the good thing about that, and if there's any PGA captains out there, and they've got a PGA and they've got a captain's pick, it would be not a bad thing to pick him, because you got to think PGA Cup gets no exposure whatsoever.
No.
Albeit that the PGA don't help that situation, but it gets
They probably don't
exposure.
care, Dan, let's be honest.
Well, I've tried to do stuff
That's
with
what
it,
I mean.
it's never happened.
I'm
but
from a completely...
you get Pete in, and now you get an audience that are now going to be interested and actually understand, like the Asian Tour Development Tour, we didn't know it even existed.
No.
A lot of people don't know what the PGA Cup is.
Even if it's just to elevate, and it's a hard one, isn't it? Because I would say he's probably, he potentially could play his way into that team.
Yeah.
But I would say he's a level below what you'd need to be. But to have him on that team, it would, like you said, it could literally, it could elevate the PGA Cup to a level where it's, you know, it's a tournament that people watch. I mean, you don't have to play in one year for everyone to know what the actual event was, and more about it. And you know, you'd probably get sponsorship in there when you might get one of the main telly companies actually, you know, you like to Sky or even your terrestrial telly wanting to actually film it. And I mean, it should be filmed, shouldn't it?
Well,
it should be.
It's filmed in the
but
States.
we don't see it over here.
No, we used to. I think the Sky Sports used to get a bit of the footage from it and then
They
create.
don't make it a proper tournament, do they? Or a proper.
No, it is a great event.
But they should be doing the RNA and the PGA and stuff. They should be looking at all their flagship events and trying to elevate them. And they should be looking for. I mean, we're now going off the subject, but looking for telly coverage. I mean, the British amateurs should be on telly, shouldn't it?
Well, it is, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but they show highlights. It's not a proper tournament, is it? It's like, here you go, here's the final, They don't show any of the first round matches, or you know, there'd be an audience for that who want to watch golf, who haven't got access to Sky or whatever, satellite telly, and they would watch that.
Yeah. Well, it's a shame. What's a shame is that amateur golf, certainly in the UK, I mean, they televised the US college stuff.
I saw that one at St Andrews the other week. I mean.
Yeah. Which I just look at and think, like, oh my God, like why are we focusing on US college golf in the UK? You know, let the US college golf be televised in the US, absolutely, because that's their next generation of players coming up through. But I just think, you know, there's too many other great events. So if you're not going to do that, why don't we do more around like the English county finals or the Scottish county finals, whatever, or Welsh county finals, or Irish county finals.
I bet it's to do with the fact that the counties wouldn't want it. It might be something like that.
Maybe.
I bet it would be, honestly.
I bet that it's the US Golf Channel are televising it. They're the ones putting up to go and do it, I would think.
Because they need content, don't they?
Yeah, because they want the content. But what's happening is that we're just tapping in. Sky Sports is tapping into that footage that's already been created because they're not going to.
They're just buying it, aren't they, for a small amount to make an hour-long film. Yeah, but.
Well, we went off on a right old tangent.
Cool, yeah,
didn't we?
we've discussed more than we.
I don't know if we got to the bottom of. Did we get to the bottom of what you wanted to talk about with Pete?
I think so. Just congratulate him on a brilliant achievement, and hopefully it'll also sort of kickstart him into maybe playing more competitive golf. I do like watching competitive vlogs, and I think he provides some competitive vlogs, and there's a potential to push on and stuff like that really with that, so it's good.
Do you know the other thing he does, which I feel like we're blowing smoke up his...
Yeah, we are, I do like Pete.
He's a good lad. He sponsors the PGA, his business, his media business, he sponsors the local PGA events.
Does it? Oh, right.
So like let's say Devon and Cornwall, he actually puts a bit of money in to help to go towards the pots because the pots are so poor. Yeah. The numbers start to dwindle because there's nothing to play for. So he actually
brilliant! Didn't know that.
Which is great.
Puts it back in there.
Puts it back in, man.
Be nice for him to put the money in and then win it back.
That's probably his goal, isn't it? That's probably his goal.
I can imagine your brother or James doing that.
You've got to get the money out.
Oh yeah, that's the person. Yeah.
They'll just take the money. The demo day hat.
Demo day, yeah, nice that. I like the little bit of branding on the side as well.
Like that?
Sort of elevates that hat a little bit, doesn't it?
Do you think so?
Yeah.
So I put it on in this show because I've just booked my flights to go back out to the PGA show.
January?
2026 in January.
January, yeah, nice.
Bit of a double bubble, this one. So I'm going out a couple of days early because I'm going to catch up with all my old college mates.
Yeah, brilliant.
So Damo's flying in from the Bahamas. I've got Doherty and a few others flying down from Canada.
Yeah.
And then there's another one flying in from Chicago, and then there's 3 or 4 of them that are already still in Florida.
Yeah.
So we're going to meet up.
Brilliant.
For a weekend of golf and catch up.
Brilliant.
Some I haven't seen since 2005.
Cool.
2005.
Amazing how the time goes, isn't it? Like, literally scary.
20 years ago.
I know.
But what's great is I know that
it'll be the same.
It'll be the same conversation.
Yeah.
Like we'll just literally be like we haven't seen each other since yesterday, which would be nice.
Be like American Pie, the reunion, wouldn't it? Be like that.
I don't think it'd be quite that wild. You know, I don't think it'd be quite that wild. We are hanging around in Orlando. I don't know what we've got planned. I'll let Damo
can sort that out.
He's the captain. He can sort that out. You know. So anyway, I'm
going. Good,
more importantly, I'm going to the PGA show after that, which is quite, you know. So last year was a great opportunity for me to go to the show. I'd love it to have been closer to home because you'd love it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's mega, but it gave me an opportunity to whiz round there and see products that you've just never seen before in the game. There's obviously the launches, the PGA show's dropped off a lot because the launches of the big products.
Yeah, I was going to say, it tends to be more like stuff coming to market, doesn't it? More like sort of they're almost testing the water a little bit with what they're... But that's good as well, isn't it? Because you never know, you might find the next big thing, mightn't you? You might see it first.
But the big stands, should we call them, are all the clubs.
Yeah.
So they're all the clubs that are there. So the problem is they stopped going a couple of years, and therefore when you went there, it was like, oh my God, there's nothing here. You know, those big stands that Callaway put in and Titleist put in and people like that, Ping, Mizuno, you know, the big stands there are those guys. Yeah. But the problem with it is you look at it and you think, well, actually, I've already tested this club. Yeah. This club has already been released 2 weeks ago, or the end of December, or whatever it is, and there's no real like. Oh,
there's no buzz for you for that.
There's no buzz at all.
No. So but there would be for the general public when they haven't seen the.
Yeah, and then they get to hit them and stuff like that. But the thing that I'm looking at is that for locker room golf, obviously we do reviews of equipment and obviously the destinations that we go to and whatnot. For locker room golf, I want to go around and grab all the bits and pieces that people haven't really seen, and then it gives us then content to review those and not mess about with it.
Brilliant.
So that's the plan of action for
January. And get away from the weather's horrific here at the moment in the West Country, isn't it?
Well, last year.
It's windy, wet.
It was so cold and wet and windy out there last year.
That was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, okay. Thought the weather would be slightly better than here.
In Florida, it was weird.
Was it? Yeah. Was that unusual then for that?
Yeah, in all the time I lived there, I never experienced it that bad.
No.
So anyway, that's January sorted, and that's why I thought I'd just
pop the hat on
from
last year's show
for that. Have you been onto locker room golf yet? Have you had a little butchers?
I haven't yet. No, I will do. No. I like the idea. I mean, you mentioned it when you did your sort of individual Sunday show a couple of weeks ago on the golf course. I love the idea. I like the name as well, and it's good that everything's under sort of one umbrella that you can just literally go to, and there's lots of different things going on there. And I think it's a good move for you, really. Like, I just think it needs to be placed into one area, and it's easy accessible, isn't it? You're not fiddling around looking different websites for different things and different places, and and it's a good progression from posting on YouTube into a different avenue, really, and a different.
Do you like the name?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I like it. It's quite original, isn't it? It's different as well. It's not, it's just I mean locker rooms, like you said, like you mentioned, the thing in America are so big, aren't they? The facilities at a lot of what I'd call club courses, such as this, good courses. Don't get me wrong, but club courses. The locker rooms are probably some of the worst facilities at a golf club. Like, a lot of places, I don't even go into the locker room. I'll get changed. I know you shouldn't. I'll get changed in my car, or I'll just get my clubs. A lot of the time especially in the summer, I wear golf shoes that I wear casually as well, like ones I've got on now. And I'll literally just get my clubs from my car and walk straight into the clubhouse or go to the first tee, and I'll just avoid the locker room.
Yeah. Do you remember your first locker?
I do, yeah. Yeah, I had it off you or your dad.
It was the old one down in the. It
was a metal one, wasn't it? Yeah. I also bought in this clubhouse. I had the end locker, which I think your dad sold me. He wasn't using it,
He's selling you it.
Not selling it, but like he.
They're trying to make a penny out of anybody.
No. Well, it was mainly because you couldn't. If you weren't on the list, you couldn't get one. It was like a 10-year waiting list for a locker. And I basically sublet. He wasn't using it. So you can just, if you just pay. He might have even given it to me, to be fair. And then a locker came up as well, like literally a couple of months after your dad had let me have his locker, which happened to be the one next door. So what I did is there was a parting wall between the locker, and I smashed through, which obviously they knew I did it after I did it. I knocked through because the locker wasn't big enough to get like a tour bag in. Yeah. So I basically had a double locker, which obviously I had to open it with 2 doors, but I could pull my tour bag out and still have room for like all my waterproofs and stuff like that. But when I left,
Danny, you rebel.
Well, when I left, I had to give back the 2 keys, and they're like, "Oh, you've got 2 lockers of you." I was like, "Yeah," and I had to get Simon, who was the manager at the time, to come down and say, "By the way, this is my handiwork," and he was like, "What have you done?" But he just found it funny. He was leaving at the time anyway, so I don't think he cared. But yeah,
wow, you rebel.
I know.
Absolutely.
The things we used to do when we were young, right? And I've just admitted it on.
You have.
Probably get a bill from the golf club now.
Probably will.
A retrospective bill.
Anything else to report?
No, I don't.
Anything good happening in your little world?
No, I don't think there's a lot going on. Just trying to get lots of content done. The weather up until this week has been okay, so it's been quite good to get out and film. But those 6 weeks where I didn't play any golf didn't help. Yeah. But I'm back playing again, so hoping the weather turns and we get another couple of good weeks of weather so I can get some on-course content done. Otherwise, it's going to be reviews and fillers really until the weather turns again. But
yeah, well, this week for us has just been edit.
Yeah, because you just come back.
Footage that we got put together.
Yeah.
My foremost videos have come out really well. I'm
good,
really happy with those.
It always looks better, doesn't it? Reviews always look better in the sunshine. 100%. I'm doing them at the moment in a dark shed. I've got no choice to do them there. Yeah. I mean, that's the only thing I can do, and people are asking for them. But yeah, when you're outside, I know, that's the worrying thing. It's not cold, it's just wet and windy down here.
Well, Bernie, nice to catch up with you.
Thank you for the invite.
Always a pleasure, isn't it, to catch up and just have a little chit-chat and see what's happening in the world.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for everybody to watching. Don't forget to check out Locker Room Golf if you haven't already done so. Definitely want to try and get
a link here, won't there?
Yeah, we'll pop it on there, Bernie.
Somewhere.
But I do want to get some reviews in from people for their golf clubs and things like that. So if you've got 10 minutes to write something down and send it as an email, just however you want to write it, we'll tidy it up and deal with it, and then we'll start getting them onto the website, and then people can actually get more reviews, more content out there from every handicap golfer that's out there. So that'd be perfect. That'd be great, wouldn't it? Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Go check out Bernie's channel as well, and we'll see everybody. Well,
see everybody soon.
We'll do.